All right, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Good news today for this Thursday is you have another opportunity to get better. That's the great thing about this Thursday. And I don't know if any of you have heard of Eric Thomas or seen Eric Thomas or any one of his videos, but he has some really good, powerful messages, really does. And one message I wanted to send to you today is pretty simple when you think about it. Winners win, losers lose. All the time. A and B students hang around A and B students. D and F students, hang around D and F students. Healthy people, well people, usually hang around healthy and well people. People who are not healthy, involved in bad health habits, they tend to hang around each other. It's just, I don't know how that is, but it's like we gravitate towards those people. And so make sure you're hanging out with the right side. Make sure you're hanging out with winners, because that helps make you a winner, even if you aren't a winner yet. So winners win and losers lose, and that's the same thing in health. If you want to be healthy, you're going to do what you got to do to be healthy. If you want to lose in the health game, you're going to make the choices, hang around the people, put yourself into situations that lead to your unhealth and lead to your illness and lead to your ultimate destruction. Okay? We only got one body. We're all living on a day-to-day basis, and what are we doing to help our body and mind be at its best and be healthy? So think about it. Winners win, losers lose. Okay? Here's what we got today. All right? I'm going to talk a little bit about chapter 1 of our health book. Okay? I'm going to give you a little insight. I want to have some conversation, though. This isn't me talking. I really like to have a dialogue back and forth, because that helps us spark conversation. Like last class, a few people had a question about something, and we actually stopped what we were talking about. We talked about that for a little bit. So if you have a question, if you have a thought, I'd love to hear it. Okay? There are no wrong questions here. We want to learn, we want to grow. All right? Please turn that off. Please don't any airplane now. We don't need to. And then we're going to do an assignment. We're going to start an assignment that allows you to be creative and take some of the things I talk about, and then some of the things you will read in chapters 1, 2, and 3. Okay, using the help here, we're going to do a little vocabulary. Okay, but it's important that you understand winners win, losers lose. Okay, so I got a few questions for you. Chapter 1 in your health book, as you will see here in just a second. Chapter 1 covers your health and your wellness, and a lot of the times the choices and the places we put ourselves around. Put our iPads away, because I got the visuals to show you right now. But a lot of our health comes from us making decisions and putting us in certain situations. Watch this clip. This might have been you at one point. Maybe this still is you. Maybe you know someone that this video clip would accurately describe. All right, take a look at it.
That's definitely you.
Vacation is on.
Greg, are you really going to sit inside all day and play video games?
Are you sweating?
Yeah, just finished up some sports playing.
Hey, honey, how was your day?
Horrible. And he still hasn't gotten over losing his tinny.
Well, maybe it's for the best. I mean, I think you should really.
So your choices are always coming up in your daily life, right? You always have a choice. And this kid in this movie, Greg in the movie, you decide to one day, hey, yeah, I'm gonna make decisions that maybe aren't the best for me. And maybe we've been there, you know, not that we're all perfect, none of us are perfect, but consider your choices and the things that you were doing for your health. So, I know we somewhat covered this with health factors, but I want to hear from you. What is health? What is health to you? I say this question, what is health? You think?
She does.
Good observation.
Energy?
What is it?
Yeah, energy.
Energy. So health is having energy. Yeah.
Be like you.
What else is health? I say, what is health? You think?
Flexibility.
Flexibility. Did some yoga today in PE classes. It was a good time.
I love being flexible.
Yeah. I went through 3, so I'm as flexible as can be today. I'm ready to go. Yeah. What other things do you think of when you think of health?
Drink some water.
Water, hydration. Excellent.
Diets.
Diet, what do you put in your body? Nutrition. That matters a whole lot. It does in your health. What else do you think?
Ink.
Ink?
Yeah.
That's right.
Tattoos. Ink.
Maybe it's you have some positive messages and positive things on your body that remind you that you need to be healthy and what you're living for.
Exercises?
Exercise. Paulie is racking them up today. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, exercise. No.
Steroids.
That matters to health. Steroids are not the way to get.
John Cena
There's
did
other
it.
things you can do. Okay? But yeah,
Vin Diesel did it.
actors and professional athletes sometimes do that.
He got made the tongue short.
So, any other ideas? Any other thoughts? What is health?
Sweaty.
Could mean you're sweating. It could mean you're
Hygiene.
getting stretching. Hygiene, taking care of your body. And some people need that talk more than others. Maybe you have a friend that you could
I got a couple.
bump them on the shoulder and say, hey, yeah, hygiene. Here's a good article. Or just slide them some deodorant and say, hey, here it is for you. You know, use it every once in a while. It's a stocking stuffer. You know, give it to them for Christmas.
Confidence.
Confidence, that's healthy. Positive talk, positive outlook on life. Mental health, that's part of your health. It definitely is. Being organized, that leads you to be healthier because then you're not panicking, you're not stressing out about stuff. What about this? What does health look like?
Ooh, I see you.
What does health look like?
Like that.
Like that? Which one?
Oh.
Reality.
Wait, hold on,
Because,
sit there.
because in our society today, obviously there's a heavy promotion of what healthy looks like. It is. You look at any magazine, you look at any show, you look at any billboard, you look at most things, you're going to get an image of what healthy looks like. But ultimately, what does that look like to you? Again, when I say what is healthy, what does it look like? It doesn't always mean I say 6-pack abs, or it doesn't always mean that you have, you know, clear vision because your eyes are so good because you eat carrots all the time. Like, it might not exactly look like that, but what does it look like?
Dude, your chest?
Could be muscle
I
definition.
feel like in overall general, you just feel better about yourself.
You just feel better. You feel happy with yourself. That's what healthy can look like.
I mean, I feel like that just wraps it up. Because you can name a whole bunch of different things.
You can. And the great thing is, Omar makes a great point. You can name a whole bunch of things that we could go around this room. Maybe we should after getting a few answers. But we could go around this room to every single one of you, and you might all name off something different in terms of what healthy looks like, and describe something different in terms of what healthy looks like. That goes to show there is no one person that is like the supreme god of health that we should all aspire to be. Healthy is different.
Oh, just about that.
Yeah, no, you don't want to aspire to be this. You don't want to aspire to be.
His smile is just like.
But it looks a little different. And one thing I think we often forget about when we're thinking about what does healthy look like is we do what Homer Simpson does in this clip. We look in the mirror, or we just think about it and we reflect, and we think we are one thing when we clearly are not. Okay? Having self-awareness for your health matters. Having self-awareness for your health matters. Being able to say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to go, but this is where I'm at right now. This is what maybe my physical appearance looks like. This is what I want to have. This is what I want to look like. This is what I want to do for myself. We don't give ourselves enough time to self-reflect and be self-aware of who we are, honestly who we are. And that's hard to do. It's very hard to do, to be very honest with yourself and say, yeah, this is where I'm at. But you got to do it if you want to ultimately be the healthy thing that you think health looks like. Okay? Be self-aware. Be one to look in the mirror and say, this is where I'm at. This is what I do. Okay? Chapter 1 will also talk about this, the health continuum. Okay? This is a graphic that your book will give, that a PDF will show you today when you look through it. But you might find yourself on any one of these ends in terms of the spectrum here, this health continuum. One important thing I want to make sure I communicate with you is that every day is a new day. Just like I said, every day you get 1% better. Every day is a new day, and you won't always be at the same spot every day. I was at the same spot I was yesterday. I might be higher with my health. I might be lower with my health. You know, maybe I had a bad day yesterday because I slept. I got less sleep. I stayed up too late, or I ate the extra cookie, or I stayed out and didn't do managing my mental health right. Okay.
Or eat
No, he does.
tacos.
I was not eating tacos yesterday. Last night for dinner, I had a cheeseburger, I had mashed cauliflower, an avocado with an egg baked in it, and 3 hard-boiled eggs. That's what I ate. Anyway.
Bees.
It's that sugar he put like.
What?
Hey, Coach, what do you put in your cookies again?
Carrots, tomatoes, and peanut butter.
I like peanut butter, so I go
I
peanut
told
butter.
you.
I go the peanut butter powder.
Told you.
I go an egg, because you need an egg, just mix it up, and then you put a little baking powder. If you want to add some sugar or some stevia, some sweetener into it, you can do that.
Or
Some
dip.
coconut oil is always good as well.
I heard one thing that wasn't healthy at all.
Or
Anywho, this is not about my diet. Okay, we'll talk about that some other
You have to
time.
inspire us. You have to inspire us.
But you're going to find yourself going up and down this continuum, and you got to know that it's okay. There might be a time where you're a little achy and sore and you're injured, and so you can't maybe get the workout in that day. So you have to be willing to accept that. You know what? Sometimes I got to pull back. I'm not going to be at the highest level of health at all times, 24/7, 365.
I thought that's what would make you better.
That's the goal, but to be at that level all the time is tough. It's tough. There's even a disease now, an eating disorder now, that they're labeling for people who are obsessed with eating healthy. There's an eating disorder, and I'm blanking out the name, but the eating disorder is there because people are so obsessed with what they're putting in their bodies that they want to be this high level of health that it's actually hurting them a little bit. It's negative.
No, it sounds like
I know that.
it won't.
I don't know, Coach. It kind of sounds like.
Or eat apple.
So be aware that there's going to be times you lack energy. Your attention span is it's okay. You're going to go up and down this continuum. But guess who has a choice in the matter? Guess who's responsible for it?
Me.
You. You
That's something I do
are,
too, I swear.
you are responsible. No one else is. Again, you are all now 16, 17, 18 years old. I mean, 15-year-olds here. 15? 15, okay. So we got some 15-year-olds, okay? But you're becoming now, I consider you a young adult. You can't say, oh, this is what my mom or my dad gave me. You need to start taking some ownership of what you do for your overall health, what you put in your body, what habits you are creating, what you're using your time with after school.
Or take a walk.
That's something you can control. You have the choice. We like to blame, we like to put things on us, but you have the choice, guys. You need to take that choice. So we need to live above the line. I know it's a little mashed over there, it's a little torn down, but I like that live above the line for your life and your health. So consider this for your health here. If we're living above the line and we're trying to be healthy, we're owning our health. We're not letting anybody dictate what we should do. We're going to make good decisions. We're going to take action on it. We're not just going to say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month. I'll do it next year. We're going to take actions. And then we're going to follow through on those actions. That's living above the line, being responsible, taking time to be diligent with those things. We don't want to live below the line with our health. We often do. It's very easy to live below the line, where we like to blame. That's why it says no BCD, no blaming. Not blaming, this is my circumstance, this is what my parents gave me. Hey, if you want to eat healthy, why don't you invest in some time and spend money on things you want to eat that you think are healthier for you. Don't just eat what is always given to you. Take some ownership of that. Don't blame. We often like to blame. This is my situation, this is my condition. I know you guys read about it in the Tell Me About Yourself. In mine, I'm diabetic, so I wear this 24/7, 365.
What's that?
Except sometimes I take it off when I'm going to water, okay? This is connected to my body. There's a little tube inside my body at all times.
Why sensitivity back?
So I'm diabetic, so that means my pancreas doesn't work.
Wow,
Yep.
look ahead, man.
So when I eat something or drink something that has carbs or sugar in it, basically, your body adjusts for it.
Yeah,
Your
I
pancreas
think I'm
gives it
more
insulin.
of a
Mine doesn't. Dawson, hopefully I'm all speaking here. Dawson, same thing. This helps me survive. And I could easily say, man, I'm gonna blame my genetic code for this. Like, why? But it wouldn't get me anywhere. I can blame all day long. It's not gonna help me get healthier. It's not gonna take care of the situation. I still have to manage it. If I choose to say, you know what, I'm gonna take this off, screw this. I'm gonna feel it later. I'm gonna feel it later. It's gonna affect me, okay? So we don't wanna blame in our health lives. We don't wanna complain either. Again, no need to complain about your situation or what you have or don't have. Use the best, use your resources to the best of your ability to live a healthy life. And then defending. This is a big thing with health. We like to do this. And in life. You know what? I was so thirsty, I just had to pick up that drink that was there. I had to drink that pop that was there and sit in front of me. I had to.
That'd be a hard thing to do though, because anybody will come to somebody that pop makes you more thirsty.
Yeah. And then we defend our actions because, or you know what, I ate it because, you know what, it was a big social scene and I didn't want to look bad. So, you know what, I just had that extra meal or had the extra sugar rush that I shouldn't have gotten myself into. Don't defend your actions, own it. You might mess up, you will mess up. You will mess up, let me correct myself, I messed up. But then, get back into living above the line, all right, with your health.
No way, don't be lying now.
So, what do you think influences your health? Again, you saw the kid there, he had some influences. He liked video games, he liked his chips, he liked his pop, and that's what was influencing his actions, okay? He clearly didn't want to go outside and play football, so he was going to let the video games influence his health ultimately. And you'll see this in your book, okay? You'll see this in many PDFs or articles or podcasts or videos talking about what healthy is and what you can do to be healthy. You might have named some of these or thought some of these when I said what is health, okay? Like getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night, good for you. I don't think anyone would say, you know what, man, getting just enough amount of sleep is just terrible for you. No one would say that. You need to get your sleep. Starting each day with a healthy breakfast, a healthy routine is good for you, okay? Not too many people argue against that. Eating a variety of nutritious foods each day, good. Doesn't mean you eat it all day, every day, but eating a good balance there is good for you. No one would argue against that. Being physically active for at least 20, 30 minutes a day. It's good for you. And no one's going to argue and say, you know what, we got to sit more as a society. We got to do as much inactivity as possible.
Yeah.
That's what they make it seem like.
No one's going to say that.
That's what they're doing though.
We sit too much as a society.
they-
Unfortunately, we sit too much here. I wish we could get up and
manipulating our brains so that they won't physically have to. That's why you
maintaining a
said-
healthy weight. All good things. Avoiding tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs. And again, avoiding the things that lead to our illness. Avoiding being around people who influence us to do some of those things. Okay? And what are you putting in your body? Abstaining from sexual activity before marriage. You will see that in a lot of health textbooks and a lot of health articles. Okay? To live a healthy life, making smart choices. Managing stress. Super important because stress is there. Stress is real. We all will go through stress, but it can eat you alive. And we'll talk about that as the year goes on as well. And then maintaining positive relationships. That helps us be healthy. And practicing safe behaviors to prevent injury. Because if you're injured, you can't be your healthiest. You can't go do the exercise. You can't go walk. You can't maybe go get the food you want to get because you got to stay at home because you're hurt or sick. All right? So all those things factor in. They're all good. They really are. But there's some things that we can help ourselves even further to live healthier lives. Your book addresses two things. Health prevention. What are some things that we can do to prevent unhealthy habits?
One?
Well, stretching before you do any
Stretching before you do activities. That way you don't hurt yourself. Drink water early and often. Not just after you're thirsty, but before you get thirsty.
I drank one yesterday.
She built up even more.
Yeah.
What other things can we do to prevent bad health? Give me one more. What other things can we do to prevent bad health? What's something we could do? Huh? What's something we could do to prevent bad health?
Eat the right food.
Eat the right foods.
Obey.
We watched the video on it earlier. So that's one way we can influence our health, is prevent bad things from happening beforehand, not waiting till we get sick, not waiting till we get injured, not waiting till we get overweight. Do it now. And then the second thing is health education. Health education is going to influence your healthy lifestyle because knowledge is power. You have iPad at your fingertips right now. In under 10 seconds, you could Google just about anything you wanted, about any health topic, about how to get better, about tips to succeed, and workouts to do, and healthy habits to pick up. You could find a video on it, a podcast on it, articles, you name it, in under 10 seconds. You need to use some of that knowledge and ability to gain that knowledge and educate yourself. You're going to be educated here in this class. But take some time outside. That's a way to help yourself be influenced by good things. Again, if you hang around and watch negative things, you hang around and watch, guys, you hang around and listen to what bad people are telling you to eat and put in your body, well, guess what? You might lean that way. So educate yourself, okay? It's all about choices here. It's all about choices. And I want you to look at what this guy does and see what you can pick up on in terms of what he does or doesn't do, okay? Take a notice of what he does here. I'm going to ask you at the end what you took away from it. What did you see?
Why is he
Doritos are contagious.
Why is he flexing?
4 days.
Practice too. 4 days.
What else did you see?
Drink some water, brush teeth.
It's a healthy habit. It does.
Hey, I'm so confused. How did the guy on the left still end up drinking? The right. but he went to the gym.
Well,
I'm
because
still-
he's still invested in healthy habits. What it was kind of showing you is
His
clearly you
routine.
aren't 18 yet.
He had a routine.
Okay, clearly you aren't 18 yet. You're not drinking.
He had a routine.
But yeah, he had a routine, and you know what? He could. There's sometimes where you can say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have that cookie, or I'm gonna not go exercise today because I have been consistently investing in my health in other ways previously, and so I can't take today off. I can do something else, and I can't have fun. You don't have to be like, this is no fun life, and I just have to, you know, live in out of a box of something to eat. I can only live in the gym. I can only do this. I can only read books. Like, you can do other things. Like, it's you're meant to live life, not be stuck in you know, structure per se.
For your 32.
What else did you see?
He's eating apples with a fork.
You was eating apples. Oh, was it apples or was it maybe?
No, it was
fruit?
apples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good thing. Hey, you know, everyone's got their own preference.
Yeah.
What else did we see? But, like, health factors, Wes. Give me a couple health factors. Things that you-
Emotion.
So his emotions went crazy. If you notice, he had a choice to listen to the radio or an audiobook, invest in knowledge and gain healthy wisdom and gain, you know, more power, because knowledge is power, or he could have listened to the radio. And let's be honest, guys, a lot of what's on radio and news is negative this happened here, this problem is happening in our economy. When we get feeding ourselves that negative energy, we pile on stress, and that's not living healthy either. You saw some contrasting styles of life there. It all comes down to your choice. You are in charge. You are in charge. No one else is. You need to take control of your health before, you know what, a doctor or a medical professional kind of takes it over for you. Okay? Take control of your health. Make good choices. Live healthy. Okay? Put yourself around influencers that are positive for you, just like you have Instagram influencers or people on social media who are influencers. Who are you influenced by? Okay, if you put yourself around good influencers, you're going to lead a healthier life.